Hello, everybody. Welcome to a very spooky edition of the MakeCode Arcade Advanced stream. I'm your host, Cool Richard. This is my costume.
I am your other host, Chewbacca Hassan.
And I'm what?
I said, sorry, I was trying to combine the names. Continue.
Oh, and I'm your last host, a carrot.
You can blame my. By the way, you can blame my lack of a good costume on the fact that I have a cat now.
Wait, why?
Well, okay. One, he's a black cat, right? Automatically spooky. I'm Halloweened up, you know.
Huh?
But two, he's taking up a lot of my time.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
I imagine, yeah.
He just went to sleep though, like 5 minutes ago. All right. Well, anyway, Halloween's this weekend. And so we're going to be working on a game that's a little bit spooky. And when I think of spooky games, I think of all the games I don't play because I'm a total wuss. But I do also think of one game that is spooky that I did play and liked quite a bit, which was Luigi's Mansion. Yeah. Vivian, Hassan, have you ever played Luigi's Mansion?
No, but I know of it.
Man, do I not have a copy of Luigi's Mansion on my shelf? Did my brother keep that one? I'm gonna have to steal that from him. I'm pretty sure it's mine. So, okay. So anyway, Luigi's Mansion. The way it works is you are Luigi. You're walking around with a flashlight, and you have a vacuum that you use to suck up ghosts. And I don't know if we're gonna do the vacuum part, but I at least want to do the flashlight. And you're in, a dark place. Everything's just illuminated with a flashlight, and ghosts occasionally will try to sneak up behind you. And when they do, you want to shine your flashlight on them, and then they get shocked, and then you can suck them up with your vacuum.
I have a vacuum if we need to demonstrate.
Was it made by Professor E. Gadd?
No, I bought it.
All right.
It's the cheapest one they have.
It's not going to be.
Oh, Gideon in chat says they have played Luigi's Mansion, and they have 2 of the game.
Nice. Yeah, there's also a Luigi's Mansion for 3DS and one for Switch that came out, Luigi's Mansion 3. All right, so let's get started. And Vivian, I'm not going to make you do the Protagonist. Do you want to do a house tile map though? Would that be?
Ooh, okay. It's like indoor house tile map?
Yeah. Like think creepy mansion, but do whatever you want.
Okay, 8x8 or 16x16?
Let's do 16x16. And we're going to be using the shader extension, which I've already added here, because I was afraid that I would forget it and have to get a quarter on stream, but I actually typed it in right the first time. So, okay, so this extension is Ricknoll, RIKNOLL/arcade-shader. And what this extension does is it lets you create kind of like little shader sprites. So let's demonstrate. I'm actually going to create just a tile map right now that just has some random stuff. So I want to make sure there's a few different things going on. So we're gonna, put some of the dark flowers here, put some dirt, this thing, just to have some stuff. And now we're going to create a shader. We're going to set it to a variable, call it my shader. And we're going to draw a picture. So the way that the shader works is whatever pixels you fill in with any color, it could be any color, is going to get shaded by the amount that you specify. So I'm just going to draw this, amorphous blob. And if we open this up, we can now see, oh, look, there's a little dark patch in here. Oh. And these are sprites. So if I actually do a move my shader with buttons, we can move it around and, shade stuff, which is fun. So this works really similar if you've seen the arcade what's it called? Lantern effect. That's in our darker duck on the home page, and I made an extension for it too. It works the same way. So it basically is just taking all of the colors and shifting them down to one that is darker. And another cool thing we can do is we can actually choose how much we shade. So right now we're just shading by 1 shade, but if I choose to shade by 3, now it's real dark. See, most things are just going to purple. Oh, okay. So I want to use this to make a flashlight effect. So we're going to have basically a cone, I think, and let's make a few cones. Maybe we'll make 3, and we'll use these to do different like bands of light. So to start off, we're going to make this. Let's make it going to the right to start. We're just going to do like 24, and maybe more than that. We'll do like 48 by 16. We're going to go ahead and erase this, and we're just going to make a cone of light. So like this.
Richard, do you need ghosts?
Yeah, we need ghosts. If anyone wants to draw ghosts, Hassan, you want to draw some ghosts too?
Gideon's looking for work.
Yeah, Gideon, ghosts for sure.
Also, what kind of perspective are we looking at?
Terrible.
It's really up to you. I was imagining it being a top down, so we're going to be like going in 4 directions.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, check this out. We got a basic like little flashlight thing going. But like I said, I actually want to have a few of these. So this one is shading by 1 shade. So this is like the brightest. But what if we did some that were doing like different shades, and we made this cone a little bit bigger? So let's go ahead and drag this out for now. I'm going to make another one. So I'm going to make this a little bit taller. So let's make this 32 tall. Go ahead and center this again. And I'm going to leave it here as a guide for while I'm doing this. Again, you can use any color you want. So I'm going to use yellow here. And go ahead and fill this in. And now I'm going to get rid of the pink. So let me go ahead and fill in the pink with transparency. Nice.
Does it matter what size the ghosts are, or can they be any size?
They can be any size. You know, prefer smaller, I guess, but any size is fine.
Cool.
Okay, so we've got 2 of these things now. So let's go ahead and create another shader. We're going to put this right here, and we're going to duplicate this move my shader with buttons so that they both get moved. And we're going to make this one shade 2 shades. And let's see what we've got. There we go. Okay, we got a little bit of a gap because of the positioning, but you can see how it's the kind of effect that we're going for. So we have like it's brighter in the middle and darker on the sides. All right, let's do one more. So we're gonna do this again, but for this one, I'm going to choose yet another color. So green. Whoops, meant to use the line tool. Whoops. Like that. Do you guys believe in ghosts?
I believe in Shannon.
That's true. I don't think Shannon actually believes in ghosts, but she's not here, so.
Do you believe in ghosts?
No.
Be more
I wish I
interesting
did.
if you did believe in ghosts.
Yeah, okay, look, here's what I'll say. All right,
Yeah.
if you're a ghost, come talk to me. I'd love to meet you. All right?
True.
Prove me wrong.
Yeah. I realized I was muted. What was I saying? Yeah, I said I don't know. I'd like to not, but as a kid, I had some experiences that apparitions would be an easy explanation for. So,
Yeah.
but as an adult, I haven't had anything like that. So part of me wonders, like, was it just, the developing mind, or is it something else? Yeah.
I don't give your child self some more credit, maybe.
I don't
That's
want
not-
to though. That's the
No?
problem. Because if child self me is correct, then the world is scarier than I would like it to be. So. Free no ghost. So I'm just like the Ghostbusters song is just in my head as I'm like trying to sketch out what a ghost would look like. It's really bad. This ghost looks friendly. I think I made Casper.
Yeah, that's not the worst thing to have in your head.
That's exactly it. It's just playing in a loop. I think I saw a trailer for like they were gonna make another.
Yeah, there's a new Ghostbusters movie coming out.
Yeah, and yeah, no, it looks good.
Yeah, it looks fun. I liked the last one that came out too.
I didn't get a chance to see that one. It's all in the same shared universe?
I don't know. The other one that came out with the female cast, that one is not in the same universe.
Really?
Yeah.
It's just like playing homage, paying.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's basically was meant to be kind of like a reboot, right? But yeah, the new one I believe is in the same universe as the original. Okay, so we've got our basic. Whoops, I didn't mean to take a screenshot. We've got our basic flashlight effect. It doesn't look amazing, but it looks okay. I think if we just smooth this one out a little bit, actually. So let's go ahead and like do like that.
Wait, how big can these be?
Hmm?
How big can
smaller is better, but you can make them as big as you want.
define small?
Like 16 by 16.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, that looks a little bit better. All right, so we have this going in one direction, but this is a top-down game, so we're going to be going in all 4 directions. So what we want to do is we want to take this and create some more of them. So I don't want to do that myself, so I'm probably just going to use our fancy rotate blocks. So let me go ahead and go into arrays. I'm going to make an array of these 3 images. So up, up, up. And we're going to create sprites for all of these. So let's go ahead and do a loop. We're going to repeat. We're going to do this with an index because we're going to want to use that index. We're going to go into images and well, actually, we're going to do another thing in here, which is going to be a second loop, which is going to be for of. And for this one, we are going to now do yet another loop, which is just going to be a repeat. Man, I don't know if we've ever used so many nested loops of different kinds.
Wow, that's a deep loop.
Yeah. Okay, and so what we want to do is we want to rotate, and I think I'm realizing now that we do not have a rotate block for rotating 90 degrees. All right. Okay. All right. J1 / okay, get the quarter ready because
I know it.
ext scaling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good job, Richard.
All right. Okay. So the scaling one, which has an odd name, but it also has a nice little rotation thing, which is what we're going to be using it for. So we have this rotate by 90 degrees. We're going to be using that, and actually we don't need this repeat. Let's get rid of that. So we're going to be creating a shader sprite. So let's go ahead and, well, let's use this my shader. And we're going to be rotating this image that we have by 90 degrees times our index. So for the first one, which is index 0, we're going to have it rotate 0 degrees. Then we'll have it rotate 90. Then we'll have it rotate that. So look at this beautiful mess.
Beautiful.
All right, and if you have seen us use shader before, you might realize that using the shader stuff is a little bit expensive. It can cause problems if you're shading a large portion of the screen. So you want to be careful when you use it, and you want to make sure that if you are using it, you're doing as few shaders as possible to get what you want. One trick though is that these are sprites. So what you can actually do is if you set them to be invisible, they will not shade and it won't do anything to your program. So you can go ahead and set them to be invisible if you need to. All right, so anyway, we're going to make another list real quick, which is going to be our shaders. So let's go ahead. It's going to be a list of lists. Going to drag out some empty arrays into here. We know exactly how long this has to be, so you just make it be 4. Okay, and we're going to add this to the element in our array, and I'm hoping that the type inference is going to work with this, so we'll see. So shaders, get value at index, add my shader to the end. And are we all happy now? Yeah. All right. So now that we've got that going, we're creating shaders for all of our different things. Oh, the last thing we need to do is right now we're doing this shade 1, 2, 3, 4. So I don't know if this will actually work, but let's just pass an index and see if that works. Nope. Okay, well, we'll just make an array. So we're going to make a new thing called shade levels. And inside of shader, we have these numbers. So I'm just going to drag these out. I would have thought that I would have made them be. Oh, no, index is definitely wrong. Oh, yeah, that's why that was wrong. Oh, that's because this needs to be another for index loop. Oh, that's fine.
Do you want to outline on these sprites?
No.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna do a get value at the value. I'm gonna get it at the shader index, and we're gonna do the shader index for there. Okay, whoa, that's still not right. So instead of doing the shader index, we're just going to use this shader levels. So we're going to set this to be shade levels, and we're going to just put in our shader index. That should get us back to where we were. No, it's still different. Okay, so this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. My shader to rotate list get value at shader index. Oh no, yeah, this is right. This is right. This is what it should look like. Okay, so we're also now going to set these guys to be invisible because we only want the ones that are in our current direction to be visible. So let's go ahead and get the my shader right here. And we're going to set invisible to be on. And now our little mess should go away. Nice. Okay. Now that this is working, we're going to go to our sprites, and we're going to create our protagonist. And our protagonist is going to be
Aww. How fitting.
obviously a mouse.
Not cool, Richard?
What?
Not cool, Richard?
Oh no, sorry. Cole Richard's scared of ghosts. All right, well that's my fastest drawn mouse, and it looks like it, but we're gonna go with this guy. Okay. So we'll copy this, and we're going to add another extension. This is going to be our character animations extension, which we're going to be facing 4 directions. And the character animation extension is good both for animating that and also for keeping track of which direction you are facing. So we're going to use that. We're not actually going to do animations, though. We're just going to do facing directions. So let's go ahead and do this one for facing right. Do flipped for facing left. And for facing up, we have to draw something new. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going from behind. So we want to do some ears. Why do I draw mice all the time? Because it's so easy.
Do you see them all the time?
No, I don't. I have a cat.
That's true.
There might be mice. Probably not. But okay, and then we give him a nose. And we put the little thing. And his body comes down like this. And he's got 2 little legs. And he's got a tail coming out like that. There we go. Very fast, very poorly drawn. All right, and we're now going to do the facing down. Hooray!
Can you only rewind a live stream in Twitch after it's done?
Maybe.
We got a new person in the chat who just came in. For context, we are building a game, a ghost game, a la Luigi's Mansion. Have you ever played that? In
Yeah.
this one, you are a brave little mouse faring a mansion full of ghosts, armed with only a, I believe, flashlight and a ghost vacuum.
Yeah, but we're just going to do the flashlight first. We'll see if we'll get to the ghost vacuum.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got our mouse. He doesn't look very good, but that's fine. We have a lot to do, so I don't want to spend all day working on him.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead now, and we're going to do our flashlight. So we have our little shader, right? And we want our shaders to go and follow our mouse. We also want to make sure that our shaders are facing in the right direction. So to do this, what we're going to do is we're going to do an on-game update. Not every 500 milliseconds. We're going to do an on-game update for every on-game update. And we want to make it so that we are taking each of our shaders and positioning them correctly. So for a second, I'm going to turn invisible off so we can see what we're doing. Look at that nonsense. And we're going to, for each of these indexes that we have, we're going to just hard code basically the positions. So we're gonna do, let's see. Yeah, we'll do it with a loop. So let's do a for shader index. No, sorry, I want for index from 0 to 3. And we're going to do this. Well, I don't know. We'll figure out what our convention is going to be once we actually know, what the which one's in each position, because I don't know off the top of my head. I don't know which direction we rotated, and I don't know which like thing we're messing with. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna do this shaders get value at index, and then we're gonna do another get value at, because this is an array of arrays. Put this inside this one, and we're gonna get it at shader index. And for this one, we're also now going to do a little if statement to see which index we are on. So let's go ahead and do a logic, do an equals, do an index, and say if we are 0, then I think that's going to be to the right. So we want to set the, sorry, actually, I want this to be over here. We want to set its left to be the right of our character. Where is that? In sprites, right here. To right. And we want to set the y to be the y of our character. Okay, there we go. So hey, look at that. We can see we've got a flashlight in one direction.
Nice.
So let's do the other ones. So the easiest one to do next is let's do equals 1, because that's going to be facing to the left. So we can just copy and paste our code and switch left to be right and right to be left. And now we should have flashlight in 2 directions. Oh, whoa, no, that's not the right one.
You just changed it.
Oh, not 1. This should be 2. There we go.
Nice.
And let's do the other one now. So we're going to put this right here. This is going to be when we are facing down, I think. So when we're facing down, then we want to set our top to be my sprite's bottom and set the x to be the same. So just do x, x. Nice. And now, just like we did for right and left, all we got to do is flip our top to be bottom and bottom to be top. All right. Now we've got a fancy, futuristic, omnidirectional flashlight. I know, I can hardly believe it's real also.
Richard, you better patent this.
Yeah, I should.
Nice. I like how when they're like facing down, it looks like they got a big old smile.
Okay. So we got that going. Let's go ahead and make them invisible again. And so the other thing we want to do now is we want to, for each of these, we're going to also set them to be visible based on which direction we are facing. So we're going to put in a set flag block. So let me actually grab that set invisible right here. We're going to use this same big thing to get our sprite. And so this is if we are facing right. So to just check that, we just go into the character animations. We say is facing right. Oh, sorry, we want to do a not actually, because this is saying it is invisible. So not my sprite is facing right. And we'll just duplicate this a few times. Make this is facing down, is facing left, is facing up.
Oh, you got moving there.
Oh, moving up. Whoops. Facing up.
Nice.
Yeah, take a look at that. Pretty cool. If I hold 2 directions, though, I guess this happens.
Power.
I guess that's a bug with the character animation extension.
I guess
Um,
you don't have a diagonal though, you know what I mean? So
yeah. Okay, well, we can fix that, I guess. So we want to do an and we're just going to basically make some of these news. So we're going to do a not here. So we're going to say and not facing up and not facing down. So there we go. And we're going to do the same thing for our facing left, and then we shouldn't have this issue anymore. So now if you were pressing up or down and also right or left, up or down is going to win. What? Still happening?
Is that a quarter?
Oh, I
is it
did
the
moving.
order? Wait. Oh yeah, moving. Moving's on the other one too.
Oh, this should be an or.
You must be going up and down. Nice.
All right, there you go. Okay, cool. We got a flashlight.
Hey.
All right. So this is working fine, but there is one last thing we have to do, which is we need to shade everything that is not our flashlight so that it is dark. Because right now we actually have the opposite of a flashlight. We have a light vacuum that is taking the light out of our world, which would be a marvelous invention. But yeah. So how are we going to do that? Well, it's going to be a little bit of trial and error, but I think it'll work just fine. We're going to go into our thing, and we're going to get the biggest of the shaders. So copy this one. We're going to make a background image, which is going to make our game slow, I'm realizing, but oh well. And we're going to put it just like this. And we're going to fill this in. So go ahead and block this off before we fill it in. There we go. We're going to go ahead and fill that in. We're going to fill in the outside, and we're going to delete the middle. Okay, and this actually needs to be bigger than the screen. I'm realizing now. Oh my God, this is going to be such a slow game. We'll see if this works at all.
Ghosts take millions of years to grow, and you're just going to, suck them up in a second. No, this should be a slow game.
Fair enough. Don't want to be disrespectful.
True.
Okay, now we're going to drag this out.
Richard,
We're going. What?
Oh, I've just been ages trying to make a door. I've never made a door before.
They're so easy.
It was so hard.
That's probably because you were trying to do shading and fancy stuff.
I gave up on shading. Okay, well, what else? Okay, well, I'm going to work with chat. Go back.
All right, we're going to create another image shader now. So let me go ahead and take this out. We're going to go away. We're going to put this right here. We're going to shade this by 4, the maximum shade level.
Darkness.
And, oh wait, actually, I thought of a way to not make this slow. You just make it a big old black sprite. Because we don't need to shade. We can shade the maximum level, and yeah, that's going to look a little bit better. But, now we get our little dark ambiance. But, let me see if I can line it up. So close.
Hassan, we have a question in chat, and the
Sure.
question is, what are you doing?
That's a very good question. I have placed my arms into my sleeves. I have leaned back in the chair. And I'm enjoying the coding process.
Guys,
They said it
podcast.
couldn't be done, and I lined it up perfectly.
Oh my gosh, Richard, that's amazing.
Nice.
All right.
So I made some ghosts earlier. They're quite bad, but they're already posted in the chat. So
Oh man, you put them inside of a switch statement.
Good or bad?
Bad, because I have to copy and paste these. That's okay. That's okay. I can just grab the image part.
if you edit there's like an image, like attached to the file, right? You can edit directly.
Yeah, it's all good. All right. So let's go ahead now and place this. So we are going to have 4 of these because we need to have them for the 4 different directions. So we're actually going to make a few more of these now. I'm going to duplicate this a few times. So let's go ahead and duplicate this, and we're going to flip it. All we need for that one. And now we need to copy this again. We're going to duplicate this, go into here, fill this in yellow. Go ahead and put this right here, do a rotate. That's good enough.
Nice.
There we
asked
go.
Chat any suggestions for this fancy mansion, like things to put in it, and then Gideon suggested computer with this stream playing on it.
I love it. Rich people love us.
Yup, because rich people love carrots.
Mm-hmm. That's the only reason.
True. We should add about carrots to our stream. I'll do that.
All right. So we have got our basic, we've got these 4 sprites now. So let's go ahead and put these in yet another array. Oh my gosh, so many parallel arrays today.
We have a question. Do you want to answer the question now or later?
I'll answer now.
Okay, the question is, are you actually a company that sells games?
No, we are not. I mean, I guess Microsoft is on some level, but that's not our department.
Do you want to talk about MakeCode?
Oh yeah, so we are a project for teaching kids coding education and also just making coding fun. So if you go to MakeCode.com, you can find links to all of our various editors. But the thing we are doing today is MakeCode Arcade, which is a really fun project for making retro style video games. So yeah, check it out. It's a lot of fun. And if you need tips on how to make games, we stream every day at 1 o'clock, and you can tune in and we make some dumb game. Today it's Luigi's Mansion.
Excuse you, some super awesome spooky game.
Some super awesome spooky game every day.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to do a little bit of trial and error now. So what we're going to do is we're going to set the X and Y of our dark sprites. So we're going to, well, first we're going to have to set them to be invisible or not. So we're going to go ahead and grab this get value at index, change this to be the dark. And we'll have the invisible be the exact same condition. And we're going to set the X to be based off of the X of this one. So let me go ahead and put this right here also. But first, let's go ahead and do this invisible for all of them. So I'm going to go ahead and do that just so that we don't have all of these things showing up at once. You can see what we are doing. But yeah, I know the games we make might look good enough to sell. But don't worry, they're all free.
Okay, we also have a comment. It seems a bit advanced for their type of IQ lost people. And I feel like we sometimes do some like advanced things.
Yeah, that is true. We definitely do advanced stuff on this stream. That's why we technically call ourselves the Arcade Advanced stream, but there's no non-advanced stream, so
Yeah, there used to be a beginner stream, but we ate it. So it's
we
just-
destroyed it.
Yeah, well, we've been streaming for over a year now.
Yeah.
So I feel like we've advanced in a year. So now we do stuff. But sometimes we also do small brain games. Just depends on the day.
Wouldn't it be smooth brain?
No, smooth brain is good, Hassan. That means you're drinking lots of water.
We've had this discussion before.
My brain
Not
is
go-
so
let's not get back over. Let's not go over this again.
I'm so confused.
gotta rehydrate.
All right. So we need to set the X and Y based off our shader X and Y. So we're actually going to take this and get the X, and this is not going to line up correctly. Let me tell you right now. We're going to have to do a little trial and error.
You know what's spooky on Halloween? Science experiments.
Yeah, sure. I mean, that's a staple of horror fiction.
Yep.
All right, so we're actually not that far off. So you can see right here, we need to move. Let's see if we can count this out. See, 1, 2, 3 up. And we need to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the left. So let's go ahead and do that. So we need to move 1, 2, 3. Sorry, wait, that was the wrong direction. No, wait, that was the right direction. Yeah. And then 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay, did I do that right or did I do the opposite?
So close.
I did it right, but I counted wrong, I guess. So I want to move up 1 or down 1. We'll see.
Oh, it's gonna be a 1.
There we go. Yeah, all right. So there, okay, we got it now. All right. So, all right, we got that one going. Let's go ahead and do another one now. So we're going to go ahead and copy this. Actually, you know what? We just want to do this for all of them. I'm realizing now. Oh, but we want to do it after we set the position. So like that. All right, so we got the right. Let's do up. And okay, so let's see. Up needs to move up a bit. So let's see. We need to move down 3 and to the right 4, I think. This isn't up.
Wait, can I talk to this person again?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so they're saying like, you know, they did a project in school with microbit and they're proud of themselves, and then they came to our stream and they're like, and I would say that we shouldn't be like the standard that you think you should be at right now.
That is true. We are professional developers.
Yeah.
We do this for a living.
Yeah. But I will say when I first started coding, I couldn't do anything. So, you know, if we could have a stream to the past of me trying to code years ago, you'd be, well, actually, I don't know anything about it, but maybe you'd be more ahead than me. Who can say? So,
I didn't start coding until college.
me too.
Same here.
So if
before
you're,
that, you're ahead of me.
yeah, if you're doing it in school, you know, maybe you'll be taking our jobs soon.
No, it's my
But
job.
I'll fight you.
Can't have it. All right. Okay, cool.
Nice.
We got our flashlight in 4 directions now. We just need to do down. So let's move it a bit. That's not the right one. Nice. Okay. Guys, do you think there's a way I can get my black cat to stay in my window? over Halloween.
Oh, like your living actual cat.
Yeah, my living black cat.
That'd be quite. If you know, there are these essentially like it's like a seat for the cat, but it comes with these suction cups that go on the window. So if it's comfy enough, the cat will just like stay there by the window, bask in the sun.
That's true.
And then in the evening, if the window's open, they could stare outside. I don't know about cats, but my friend's dog loves staring out the window, watching other people and probably dogs come from the park from their walks and just go by.
Aw. My friend likes to watch one of the dogs in her building from the outside. And apparently it's an illegal dog. You're not allowed to have huskies in her building. And she's like, "You're not very good at hiding. You're staring out the window all the time."
All right, so we've got a problem, which is that if we go to the edge, there's a little bit of a cutoff.
Yeah.
So we can fix this.
Can you make the map bigger and make the edges walled?
I don't want to make it too much bigger because it'll make our game slower.
Okay.
But what I can do is, I think so. If we move this, let's see. So if you're facing to the right, you always want there to be more. No, okay, we do just need to make it bigger. All right, so this should be 360, right?
Like 40 pixels more.
Yeah. And we're going to move over 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Perfect.
That's counting.
That's counting. That's
oh my gosh.
Oh, so so close.
Oh man, I just
wait. Which is it? No. Is it to the same degree?
I just thought of a way better way to do this.
Oh, okay.
What is it?
I was gonna.
So what we're gonna do is we are going to go to our shader extension. I'm sorry, not shader extension. We're gonna add another extension, which is gonna be jwonderl/arcade. What?
Oh.
There's just a brief spelling error. Got it.
Oh yeah, but I fixed it, so that doesn't count.
Hassan was getting excited, so I was getting excited.
I should have stayed quiet. Could have alerted him to the fact that.
Oh my gosh! All right, we're gonna try and move a little bit faster. Okay, so what we're gonna what? Oh right. Yeah, that makes sense because I took out that array.
Yep.
Go away. Okay. So what we're going to do is we are for each of these guys, we're going to make it so that we are just going to use the render on Z index to fill everything in that isn't this. So let's go into our sprite utils and get the render on Z index. And we are going to go on an adventure. A loop for our entire screen. So we're going to make two variables. Going to make an X, make a Y. Perhaps it was foolish of me, but I didn't think we would spend the entire time doing a flashlight for this game. 159.
Richard, it's okay. I haven't even finished the tile set.
That's good. All right. So we're going to be looping over the X and Y of the screen. And what we're going to do is we're going to basically set the pixels to be black based on if this is drawn or not. So to do that, we need to check to see if our pixel is overlapping with a pixel that is filled in on one of these sprites. So we need to make it so that we are aware of which direction we should be shading. So we're going to use these conditions that we have, like this one, this one, this one. We're going to make a variable which is going to be active index. And we're going to do an if. So we're going to say first, if this, then our active index is 0. Else, and we're going to keep going like this. It'd be a lot easier if I had a like is invisible block. We really need. I would really like one of those. I'm gonna ask Joey to add that to the arcade sprite util.
I can tell you what Joey's gonna say. I don't know. Maybe we're like.
He likes me better.
Fine, whatever.
All right, so we've set our active index. What we're going to do now is we're going to do, oh my gosh, I didn't think this through. Okay, so we need to figure out where we are indexing into our sprite. So we're going to be getting the image of that sprite. So let's go ahead and get that. We're also going to be getting the left. So let's go ahead and grab the left. And we're going to grab the top as well. And we're going to need our camera left and camera top. We're going to basically be transforming it to be, instead of the coordinates of the screen, we're going to be transforming our screen coordinates to be coordinates in the sprite. So to make that happen, we need to make a variable. It's going to be, actually, we'll just use the array. So let's do array get value at. I'm going to do shaders, get value at our active index. And then we want to do another get value at because it's an array of arrays. Make this 0. And this gets us our sprite. To make our blocks less long, I guess, let's just do a function for this. No, that's going to be a pain. Okay. Instead, we'll just go ahead and copy this a bunch of times. Oh, sorry, not that. The whole thing. All right, so we're going to take our screen coordinate and we're going to, well, first let's go ahead and transform our coordinate of our sprite into screen coordinates. So we need to subtract the camera left and the camera right. Camera left and camera top, sorry. We're going to go ahead and make this the top minus the camera top. Okay. And so this is giving us our X and Y of the sprite on the screen. So we want to now test our X and Y within this. So we're going to take our X and Y variables and we're going to say X minus this whole thing. And then we're also going to do Y minus this whole thing. All right, and this gives us our offset inside of the image. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get the color at that point. So let's go ahead and put our X in here. And let's go ahead and put our Y in here. Man, I really hope I did this right. Let's go ahead and put our image in here. And we're going to say, if this whole thing does not equal 0, then we are going to set the screen pixel in XY to be black. So go in here, not the color at, we want to do the set color at. There we go, make this screen, make this X, make this Y, make this black. Okay, oh boy.
Richard, do you have a way you want the tile set to be sent to you?
I guess as a project maybe?
Okay.
Okay, this is super slow. I didn't think this would be that slow. I guess I can kind of see why it's that slow. Oh, let's move this set active index thing up here. We don't need that to be in this loop. Okay, all right, we got something. We just transformed some coordinates wrong, I think. Right, and we're also kind of doing the opposite. So we actually want to do this if it equals 0. Nice, okay.
Hey.
All right, so we're doing the coordinates wrong. So let's go ahead and figure out what mistake I made. So all right, we're doing the left of our sprite minus the camera left. That gives us the position on the screen. Okay. Then we want to figure out the position of our X inside of that position in the screen. So we subtract that left from that X. Right, because if the X was 20 and the left was 10, then we would want 10. That seems right to me. Oh, I should probably make this top and top. Look at that. I cannot believe I got that right the first time around. I mean, I know I had that little mistake there, but the fact that I was able to get the actual coordinate transformation right.
Nice.
All right, we're gonna make 3 variables now. So check 1, check 2, and check 3. And the reason I'm doing like this is just to make our block not a mile long. So we're going to do check 1 is going to be this. Check 2 is going to be this, but we are going to change our index to be 1. And now check 3 is going to be this, but we are going to change our index to be 2. And now we are going to say, if check 1 and check 2 and check 3, then we are going to make it black.
Nice.
Oh man, this is so slow. All right. Well, I think this is where we're going to stop. I will try and make this faster off stream, or maybe this is just a flawed concept, and we won't come back to this game. But in any case, well, let's check out this art, because we've got a bunch of art submissions, and just because I did a bad job doesn't mean that we shouldn't honor those who submitted assets for us.
Gideon's ghosts are really cute. I don't want to spoil it, but
All right, this first one's from Hassan.
Oh no.
Oh, love him. All right, got one from Gideon. What? He's got a little headband.
Adorable.
All right, we got another one. Is this one also from Gideon?
Yes, all the sprites are from Gideon. They're from me.
Oh, it's a black cat ghost. Okay, we got another one from Hassan. Oh, I copied it wrong.
Yeah, I copied the switch statement stuff because I thought it would work.
Ooh, I like him. He kind of reminds me of the Ghast from Minecraft. Is that what his name is?
Yeah, definitely.
Guys, we should have dressed up as Minecraft monsters.
Yeah, that's true. I have a lot of cardboard. Oh, it's a little pumpkin ghost. All right, and that was from Gideon, by the way. And finally, we have the tile set from Vivian.
Oh, you can't
What?
move around in it. Sorry.
It looks good.
Look at that. Oh, Vivian, that's crazy good. Yeah.
Yay.
All right.
And the stream
We're gonna go-
computer's in the bottom left, and the black part's
Oh.
chat.
I like it. Is that some boba?
Yes.
Nice.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Don't worry, we'll definitely pick this game back up in some way. I might just have to make an extension specifically for making a flashlight because maybe it's too slow to do in blocks. But in any case, I'm Richard. Sorry, I'm Cool Richard at Richard on the MakeCode forum. We share the handle.
I am Chewbacca Hassan at Hassan the MakeCode forum.
And I'm a carrot. I live true on the MakeCode forum.
Gotcha. And you share that account with Vivian, or?
No, I hacked it.
Oh, you hacked it. Oh, all right.
Yes.
Okay, I'll ban Vivian's account later.
Oh no.